Good evening, everyone. I hope you're all having a wonderful evening tonight, and welcome on in. And of course, a special shout out to 19 for getting in first to claim the best seat in the house. But as always, a good evening to all of my guests tonight. To 19, to Dice, to ARM, and anyone else that's lurking up there tonight. I hope you're all doing very well this evening indeed. I'd also like to thank you all for being very patient with me. I know that we had to cancel our stream on Thursday. It was a little bit last minute and I didn't really want to cancel it, I'll be entirely honest. But there was no way I was in any state for it, unfortunately. The good news is, of course, as you can tell by the fact that I am here now, is that everything's good. We've successfully recharged properly. Everything is doing well around the manor here. I did have to go to the maintenance man yesterday for a routine checkup. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to go back to the maintenance man again next week. Sorry, not next week, the week after, for a bit of a deep clean, which I'm not looking forward to. I don't like going for maintenance. It's something that makes me a little bit anxious, I'll be entirely honest, but it is necessary, so I'll just ask you all to bear with me a bit if I'm a little bit out of sorts when that happens, at least. It says for my very first convention, I'm kind of nervous. Oh, you'll have a great time, I'm sure of it. Conventions are wonderful. I've been to like a bunch. Pretty much every year I go to London Comic Con and I never fail to have a great time there. Just remember, everyone's there for the same reason you are. They're all there to be giant nerds together. You'll have a wonderful time, I guarantee it. Just remember to bring plenty of money, because that is the one mistake that I've made on my very first convention visit, was I thought to myself, oh, you know what, I'm not going to worry about bringing loads of money with me. I'll just get money when I'm there. I'll get money out of the ATM. Sounds fine in theory. The problem is everyone else had the exact same idea. Meaning that the ATM got really busy and they were queuing for well, I forget how long, it was a long while ago now, at least like half an hour for the ATM, and I think it actually did run out of money not long after we got there. Of course, that was a while back. These days I think most vendors probably have, what's the word, the handheld portable card machine things, although, then again, those aren't always foolproof, that's for sure. I've been in places where those have just stopped working because it was just so ramo that I guess the signal couldn't get through or something. I don't quite know how. I'll be honest, I'm not very well versed in how wireless communications work. I'm someone that is quite happy to use wireless communications, but don't really know much about how they actually work. E-readers with money, exactly, yeah, e-readers or things like that. I'm sure you'll be fine. I'm sure you'll have a wonderful time. I am going to the one in October again, and honestly, I'm just looking forward to it. I'd love to try and do a cosplay at some point, but the problem is that time and skill are things that I do not have in that regard. The last time I did a cosplay was many years ago, actually. I did a character from Blaze Blue called Arakune. Oh, well, I don't know if it's actually Arakune or Arachne. The dub is very inconsistent in that. I think it might be Arachne, but it's written like Arakune. It's very strange. And that character is basically just a blob monster with a mask. So I say cosplay, but it was basically just a bedsheet wrapped around me with a mask. I did have a prop as well. He has like these weird, gross skeleton limbs. So I had like this fake skeleton arm I was like carrying around. It wasn't like a particularly great costume, but it was something that was within my bounds to put together quickly and, most importantly, cheaply. I really wish I had that kind of talent, though. I would love to. I'd love to cosplay my FF14 character, but I definitely do not have the talent to make an augmented Ironworks Helm of Fending in real life. I'm not gonna lie. If I knew someone that did do prop making, though, I'd be very, very tempted, that's for sure. In fact, heck, who am I kidding? If I knew someone that did prop making, I'd want to get an Ironworks Helm of Fending prop just to have. Even if I never get a chance to use it, I would simply have it just as a thing to have around my house. Why did Microsoft shut down Tango Gameworks? I'm sorry, Vampire, I don't know anything about that, I'm afraid. I don't even know what company that is. I do apologise, but welcome in regardless. Welcome. So guys, last week we started this game up, and it was a bit pants to start with. For some reason, the Chrome Studio decided what they really need for the third entry of their mascot platformer game is combat. Like a weird, janky melee combat system for some reason. I really couldn't tell you why. Thankfully, however, before the game completely lost me, although it tried its damnedest to do so, we discovered that we can actually use explosions to make the game fun again. By which I mean you can customize your boomerangs in this game. And we worked out that if you put 2 Earth Elemental gems in, they become explosive. And the explosive boomerangs can kill the enemies that can otherwise only be killed by melee attacks. So we fixed the game. It's unfortunate we had to fix the game, but we did fix the game regardless. So we're going to just kind of see how the game goes. This is my first time playing this game. I know nothing about the game at all, really. So we're going to try to aim to see the ending. We're not going to worry about doing everything in the game, but we might. I don't know. Maybe if we start enjoying ourselves, we will do a bit more. But we're definitely not coming into this with the 100% goal in mind. So how do we get ourselves into it, guys? So please keep your arms, legs, and other body parts clear of the closing doors, and I'll see you by the game screen in just a moment. Alrighty, everyone. So as a brief reminder, this game is a funny game in terms of how it interacts with the streaming software, which is just to say, if we have to defocus the game, it freezes up for some reason. I don't really know why that happens. Even weirder is that, unlike the other 2 Thai games, the audio carries on with this one for some reason. I'm not sure why, but as soon as we go back to focusing the game window, everything's fine, so I don't know. What's your wishes for Yu-Gi-Oh's Master Update? Oh, wish list for the update. I would like to see... I'd like to see Promethean Princess get banned. I think that card is a potentially problem card. I would also really like some more Snake Eye hits. I think maybe hit Snake Eye Ash a bit, maybe. That could be pretty good. Or maybe just ban Original Sinful Spoils, because I think that's a pretty darn good card for just getting going. Then again, I'm not great when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! Balance, so who knows? Those might be the complete wrong hits. Anyways, last time we left off at 52% for only 3 hours 48 minutes. I mean, Mascot platformers are pretty short anyway, but I feel like that's even shorter than the second game. So, here's our explosive boomerangs. Pretty self-explanatory, they are boomerangs that explode. So this game, the plot of this game kind of went off the rails almost immediately. Just as a recap for those that weren't here last time, this game began with Tai getting pulled into a parallel dimension to fight some monsters called the Quinkan. And then on the way back to his world, the Quinkan followed him back. And somehow they got back to his world like 2 weeks before he did, and ruined everything while he was gone. Then, I forget exactly what happened from then, but when we left off, our girlfriend Shazza was kidnapped. And we're now working with the bad guy from the previous games, Boss Cass, because he will help us get her back from the bad guys. Or something like that. I'm maybe getting part or most of that wrong. It's been like 2 weeks since we were here, so I may not be like the most refreshed on the story. Also, where are we going, actually? Search for Steve. Find Steve to discover the secret for defeating the Quinkan. Oh wait, we did get our girlfriend back. Right, we got her back right at the last
place that the Quinkan expert was seen. He's our only chance of saving Southern Rivers from the Quinkan.
I remember now. Okay, that was right. Okay, we got our girlfriend back. We got Shazza back, and a character who was just called the Quinkan expert disappeared, presumably abducted by the Quinkan. So we're now looking for him instead. This game is weird. I mean, Ty's always been a slightly weird series, but this game in particular is extra weird. On the plus side, we have Robot Crab. And I think I speak for everyone when I say, I don't think there's any video game that would not be improved by the addition of robot crabs. I mean, think about it, Crash Bandicoot, Robot Crab, immediately better. Final Fantasy 14, we have regular crabs, robot crabs, even better. Maybe Dark Souls? Put robot crabs in Dark Souls, and then we'll talk. Maybe that will be what gets me to play Dark Souls, someone put some robot crab in it. It's such a weird choice for a vehicle, but honestly, like, it's really fun to pilot. I don't know. I have no justification or anything. I just like it. It steers kind of like halfway between a vehicle and a character. Like it doesn't turn on a dime, but it's not like super wide with its turning circle. It's hard to explain. But suffice it to say, we are very crap-pilled in this house. Right, so where are we going? We're going down... We're down the bottom right here. And we've got to tie up the tiger. It's the tie of the tiger. It's the thrill of the crab. Rising up to the challenge of explosions. I don't know where I'm going with this. Oh, and of course, the other advantage of being a crab is you can go in the water. I'm not going to show that off because I think we actually need the mode to get where we're going, but the crab can go underwater, which is hey, it's a smart way of incorporating the water into an overworld. Just don't get crabby. Or as the Pokemon dub would say, just don't get... Why was that what crabby sounded like in the Pokemon anime? I never understood that. Like, it just sounded like someone saying cookie to me. Oh wait, are we on the wrong way? Hold on. What's the map view button? Okay, kind of. Not entirely the wrong way, but I misread the map. Voiced by the Cookie Monster. I'm surprised we haven't got more food-like Pokemon, honestly. We've got, Alchemy. But, like, I feel like we could have some more. Like, I want a Hungry Burger-type Pokemon. Just give me an actual burger Pokemon. I don't care. Pokemon's already got things that are based on dumber things. A burger would really not be that out there at this point. Honestly, just Hungry Burger itself would make a fine Pokemon in my opinion. Just take it straight from Yu-Gi-Oh! Chicken Parmesan Pokemon. Exactly, yeah, just more food Pokemon. Ram, could you please... I probably don't care. Okay. There we go, that was weird. Game is slightly buggy, who would have guessed? You know the thing that kind of makes me like the most sad about the fact that this... Huh. That sudden skip there was not the stream, that was literally how the game worked.
Oh, I don't think so, Mrs. Goody Two Boots. Why don't you shut those lizard lips and...
Hey, what's going on?
Cass lover here thinks she can get more Quinkan than me. She's delusional.
That's enough. You guys have got to learn to get along. We've got a job to do. Now, what do we know about this Quinkan expert?
Well, all your mum told me is that his name is Steve and he's really smart.
Steve?
Yeah, but how will we know when we found him? What does he look like?
I think we know who Steve is.
Don't worry, I'm sure we'll know.
I think Steve's the...
Do you smell gooby berries?
Oh my god, it is him. Steve is like the weird, like, possibly stoner guy from the second game. That's a wild game. Could you please stop skipping frames randomly? That'd be really kind if you could. I'm going to try and care fight. Honestly, yeah. Silly Ty. You should know better. So it's very kind of the game to, you know, acknowledge that the combat's bad by giving us a character with a rocket launcher. Just take care of them with us.
Don't worry, Shazza. I'll give you some tips.
It is him!
Hey, you!
Steve!
Wait up!
Have you ever seen the movie Surf's Up? I haven't actually. There's a lot of movies I need to watch. I've never been a big movie person. That button. Oh, that is very clearly a button. Well, it did something. I'm not sure what it did. Yeah, I've never been a huge movie person, honestly, just because I really struggle to go to the cinema. Purely insofar as I need something to do with my hands. If I'm watching an anime or a movie or even just a TV show, I need to be doing something with my hands. Otherwise, I just get really fidgety. So, like, if I go to the cinema, I'll be watching the movie, and then I'll get to like an hour in, and then I'll be like, I could be doing something right now. I could be drawing, or I could be playing games, or whatever. And then it becomes impossible to really focus on the movie. It's a really annoying problem to have, honestly. I've actually gotten a little bit better with it in recent years. But yeah, as a result, there's just a lot of movies I just never got around to watching. Funnily enough, I only got to watch the new Mario Bros. Movie. I only watched that fairly recently because it was on the plane with Japan. And I'm gonna say that was a really good movie, actually. I actually think it might be, in my opinion, the best video game movie at this point. Ah, platforming. Excellent. Platforming in our platform game. Oh, what a concept. Yeah, for the longest time, I always used to say that I thought Pikachu, Detective Pikachu, I thought was the best video game movie in terms of, like, using the license well. Funnily enough, I know a lot of people that pushed back on that. A lot of people seem to be, like, disagreeing with that viewpoint and saying that they thought that Sonic was better. Personally, I thought Sonic was, like, a fine movie in its own, but I thought that it was kind of not as good as a video game movie. I thought it kind of didn't use a license that well. So, my guy, hello, welcome. We're doing well. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Welcome in. Ah, door opened. Wait, do we even need that door open? I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna see what that is. Oh, right, that's that's an innocuous looking obstacle. I assumed it was just a wall. Right, was this the door that we opened? It's on a timer.
There's a lot more where that came
Hold on. And I'd say, oh, welcome in! We've done all games on the channel so far. We did 1, 2, and obviously we're doing 3 now. I was really not vibing with 3 until we got the explosions. Because the melee combat did not feel good. However, now that we've got the earth crystals that make the boomerangs explode, we just get to ignore the combat. And that's made the game way more fun.
Floppy, I just saved your life.
Zoom Stone, okay. What was the greenish one? That is a Ultra Stone. I think it's like the multi-bounce ones. 1, 2 of the ones I played, I never played 3. 3's alright. The weird thing with 3 is they have like this weird melee combat system in the game, which really isn't good.
Over there, Flop?
But once you get to the point where you get the explosive boomerangs, the game suddenly becomes like a lot more enjoyable so far. Have you thought about doing the Crash Racing games on stream? Oh, I would love to. The problem is that none of them are available on Steam. They are all only on consoles, and I don't have a capture card. If I ever could figure out, like, if I ever got my hands on a capture card and I worked out how to hook that up, I would easily, 100% I would do Crash Team Racing on stream. That is my favorite racing game, period. Easily. What do we got here? Turret section? Use the right stick to aim the bucket cannon. X or right trigger to fire. Tap to increase cannon power. Okay, so is it just... Okay, it is just turret section. Okay. I don't like when we have to mash in a turret section a bit more, but whatever. Did I say it's making more annoying sound? Really annoying because it's like you've got to use a right stick to aim, but it's also using the right half of the controller to fire. So it's kind of an awkward control scheme, honestly. I'm gonna lose this one, I can tell. Maybe not. We barely get away with it. The last one. Game? Oh, right in front of us. Okay, that works, never mind.
Hey, have you seen the Quinkan expert around here?
Hey, Orange Dinosaur. Hey, Yellow Kitties. They didn't follow you, did they?
No, but do you know where we can find the Quinkan expert? His name is Steve too.
If we don't
What a
find him,
coincidence.
we won't be able to stop the Quinking.
Oh no, not him. He's the one who tells them what to do.
I can't
better make
tell
sure
whether
my Google
Steve's
juice is
voice
safe.
acting is like
Hang on
brilliant
a
or
sec.
awful.
How do you know
It kind
about
of
the
flip-flops
Quinking?
between every
When you
sentence.
say they, have you been talking about the Quinkan all this time?
Are you Steve the Quinkan expert?
I told you they were coming, but you didn't go hide your berries, did you?
Then you know how to stop them.
Who them? Shh! They'll hear you.
If you tell us how we can stop the Quinking, We'll make sure they never bother you again.
Okay, I'll tell you a story.
Guys, it's story time.
Way long ago, when this land was much hotter. The Monday before last Friday. No, before that even. 1 million years ago, in the Jurassic Age. That's when they came. They did stupid things. They smashed up the hills and drank all the rivers. I didn't like them. Nuh-uh. So I gathered up the shadow stones and a whole big pile of goober berries. Goober berries. After they were all gone, I buried the shadow ring in a very hot place.
So why haven't you dug it up and used it to get rid of them again?
I've been hiding so they can't find my goober juice. Plus, I've been too busy looking for my goober juice. Plus, I can't remember where I hid it.
Well, you said it was somewhere hot.
Did I? Oh, I remember now. It was Cackaboom Island.
Quick, let's go. Thanks, Gooby Steve.
Funny little orange rats.
So, you're sure that's where the shadow ring is hidden?
I'm positive, mate.
Looks like we're off to Cackaboom Island then.
Are you sure you want to go, Fluffy? It's going to be dangerous. Cackaboom Island is an active volcano full of boiling hot lava and sharp owie rocks.
Sharp owie rocks.
Sounds like my kind of place. Let's go, partner.
That clown down at the race arena, Rusty, Rabbit, or whatever his name is, just called. He wanted to challenge you to a one-on-one race.
I'm all racing.
I told him you didn't have time, but if you want to go and destroy his dreams, it's
wow,
no
boy,
feathers
thanks.
off my
You want to go just ruin this guy's entire reason for being? Go ahead. Need to remaster this trilogy? We definitely do, honestly. Like, the unfortunate thing is I don't even know if the studio is still active. I know that I'm certain they were, from what I remember reading, like in financial trouble at one point, but I don't know if they ever like recovered out of it or not. But it's a shame because there's definitely a lot of ways you could just like tidy this up and make it just a little bit better. That would make it way more fun to play. Also, I'm not sure how well it comes across on the stream. The audio quality in this one is like noticeably worse than the first two games. Like, I was joking earlier that Ty sounded like he had a sore throat, but it's actually everyone. Everyone's mic just sounds really bad. Maybe they just didn't have like access to as good recording equipment this time. I don't know. I really would love this series to make some sort of a comeback, or give it like a complete ground-up remake. Give it the Crash Insane Trilogy treatment, you know? Don't have to remake the entire game, like reinvent the game rather, but make it from the ground up. New graphics, new engine, new audio. It'd be great. I'd love that. Unfortunately, it's probably never going to happen, but it'll be. Yeah, unfortunately, it probably will never happen, but we can dream. We can dream. Do you guys ever have a game like that? Like a game that you would love to see given a complete shiny new remake? Like, it doesn't even have to be significantly improved. You just want the same game, but just looks and plays just a little bit nicer. For me, that game is my favourite PS1 game. It's a game that hardly anyone's ever heard of, called The Unholy War. It's a... Okay, I'm pretty sure that wasn't how that was meant to work, but we'll take it. Yeah, The Unholy War was a arena... Well, okay, it was a game that had two game modes. A lot of people played it through the PS1 demo disc it came on, which had the Mayhem mode, which was basically a one-on-one arena fighter, but not in the sense of like, you know, your Tekken or Street Fighter kind of games. It was more of like, I guess I would compare it a little bit to being like, say, Gundam Versus. It played that, it controlled very differently, but it was more like that sort of structure. But the main like meat of the game in my book was the strategy mode. There was a hex-based strategy mode where you would build, you know, you had a base. There was no base building. You only had one hex that was your base, and if that was destroyed, you lost the game. But there was a so you'd go across the map, and you could earn like money to buy more units. And when two units got into like hex contact with each other, then it would switch back to the mayhem mode, and you had a fight. And it was a really cool system because when I was a little child, you know, when I was a wee helmet, I wasn't any good at strategy. I didn't have a concept of strategy. my strategy was use big guy and go burr. But Lord Helm, he quite liked strategy games back in the day. So even though the game wasn't designed for it, we managed to kind of finagle the game into a sort of co-op mode, where Lord Helm would take command of the strategy side of things, and then when we got to the combat, I would take the controller and I would, you know, do the battles. And it was really cool. Like it made for some moments of, like, okay, there's the fancy game design term, like emergent gameplay, which is to say, like, you know, parts of the game that weren't designed but you can still experience regardless. Whereby we'd have these moments of, they've sent this guy over to our base. I'm not very good at fighting that guy with this unit, but do you think you can do it? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. I don't know, it had this really cool, like, it made this really kind of cool, like, camaraderie between me and Lord Helm when we played back in the day. I would love that game to get a remake. It's never going to. I have come to terms with that fact. As much as I would love to huff the copium about it, no one knows that game even exists, and I'm pretty sure the rights are owned by Activision now, which means that, like, it's definitely never gonna happen again. But I can dream. One day I will show you guys it on stream, and you're all gonna be extremely underwhelmed, because if I'm being honest, it's not even that great of a game. I only think of it so fondly because of my nostalgia, but I don't care, I'm still gonna inflict it upon you all. It's not a bad game, I'm kind of like deliberately hamming it out for comedic effects. It's not a bad game at all, it is a good game. But it's nowhere near as good as I'm making it sound to be. Is there any objectives here? Is it just... Okay, we're going this way. I don't know what the difference between the purple and the yellows are on the map, but I'm just gonna go where their game pointers to. I do think this game having this many enemies in the overworld is a bit of a mistake. I get that they're giving you like a more combat-oriented vehicle compared to the truck in the second game, but... Okay, when it comes to enemies in games, I'm of the opinion that enemies in games need to either be really fun to fight, or give you something to fight them. For them to be, like, feel good. I am not someone that enjoys games that just say, here's an enemy, fight it because you have to. I don't like enemies as a means of progression as much as enemies as an obstacle that is hindering your progress. I always compare it to Doom, actually, in that regard. Like the Doom 1 and 2, they're actually, fun fact, you can actually go through the vast majority of Doom 1 and 2 without firing a shot or without killing any enemies. I think there's only a handful of levels that have mandatory enemy fights. You know what? I want to try this platforming again. We tried this last week and messed it up, but I want to give it another try. Well, that was amazing. Yeah, most of the fights in Doom 1, Doom 2, most of them are optional. However, Doom 3 and in particular Doom 2016, dang it, has a lot more moments where you just have to fight enemies. And the problem with that I found, especially with regards to Doom 2016, is I often didn't care about fighting the enemies. In Doom 1 and 2, you don't have to fight enemies, but you genuinely do because the enemies are pretty enemies are pretty dangerous, and if you ignore them, they will probably kill you. I never really felt super threatened by the enemies in Doom 2016 until the game locked me in a room with them and said, okay, kill them. And even then, that's because I was looking for them half the time. So, to bring that back to the overworld here, I feel like having this many... dang it! Is it roll if you hold A? Is that the difference? Yeah, having this many enemies in overworld just makes them kind of annoying because I don't have to kill them to progress. I don't really want to kill them because I don't get anything for them, and the act of fighting them isn't... it's not unpleasant, but it's not really, like, fun. They're very much just in the way. So I feel like I could have just toned down the enemies, because... Especially because there's also, like, no penalty for dying. Oh, almost. Okay. Oh, huh. How do I make this jump? Huh. I can't extend the jump as that. Maybe we have to take it at speed? But I can't. How are you gonna take that at speed? You do get a much farther jump if you're going fast, but I can't see how we could possibly make that. Whatever, we'll leave it. I'm not that worried about it. We gave it a try. What are we going on the map, actually? Oh, sure. Again, no consequence for death, we just respawn right here. I don't know if that's something that they changed for the remake. Maybe originally, if you died, it took you back to, like, your last town? I guess that would make enemies a bit more threatening, but I could also see it being really annoying, so why not just remove the enemies? If there's no middle ground between the enemies are trivial and the enemies are really annoying, maybe your game doesn't need enemies in this part. Just a thought. Just a little bit of a thonk right there. Let's go ruin this guy's day with it by beating him in a race, because I guess that's how we do things in Australia. We just settle all disputes through racing and explosions. Most of the explosions, admittedly, are not actually Australian. I've spoken with a couple of Australians. There weren't many explosions going on, but I can't say there were none. So the jury may be somewhat out in this regard. Is this the... Oh, hold on, no, that was the entrance, wasn't it? Back we go. I will say, the sound of hitting things with the crab is pretty satisfying. It's the crunch. Right, is this where we need to be? Aha, here we go. Oh, it's the you bozos again. With your weird dino boobs. Why did this character need boobs?
Here I am. I heard you had a challenge for me.
I saw that.
You got that right.
I saw that. When the camera angle changed for boobs bounce, someone put jiggle physics on the dinosaur. Why did you do that?
With Redback?
Why did you do that?
What?
And also with Redback Thorn and me.
And just to make it interesting, no power-ups, Ty.
Come on, Belvedere. It'll be fun.
You're so gone.
Alright, so we just have to actually race regularly. Okay. It says no using power-ups. I'm not sure if I'm just not allowed to hit a box, or if I just can't use the boxes. We've got a shortcut on this map. Looks like we do. Okay. Oh, dang it. Okay, we can't collect the power-ups. Okay. I thought I'd test that and see if it was a hard restriction or just a you can't do it restriction. This isn't going wonderfully. We can actually make some distance on that shortcut. That should help. Also actually hit the boosts might help as well.
Dirt rat boy.
There we go, shortcut achieved. Hello. Oh no, we didn't get the lead, Alright, now we just need to not die to any of their power-ups. Dang it, that... Okay. I was trying to predict it and I walked right into it.
See you at the finish line!
That's fine, we're fine. We're fine, everything's fine. I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna say, I mean, kudos for putting shortcuts in the game that AI themselves actually use. Oh, we've got 4 laps. Oh, I just assumed it was 3. Well, we should be okay, I think. Oh, I missed the shortcut. That's actually really bad. Okay, we got away with that, barely. There we go, easy peasy. First try every try. I don't know what Dennis was doing there, but...
Lost. This is all your fault, Redback Jack!
Yeah, you had nothing.
Leave me alone. Rose? Rose?
I'll never live this down.
I like how the character arc for these dinosaurs is just increasingly revealing they all have names they're embarrassed by.
Thylacine has come under major attack from the Quinkan. They mustn't have heard that we've already found Steve. In any case, there are still innocent townies living there too. Get over to the Gunyip, mate, and destroy those flying fortresses before they reach Thylacine.
We're doing Gunyips again. Could we not? Can we just pretend we did Gunyips instead? I'd rather not. I guess that's kind of my my monkey's paw moment for saying that explosions make things better. Oh, it's you! It's you from the first game. I've got achievement. Find everyone's favourite bush pig. He was the boss in the first game, and then when you beat him, you then get to ride him around on the outback. In what is possibly the worst level of the game. Do you think we will get a remaster? I don't think we'll get a remaster, but I would really love if we did. Like I said, I think the studio is pretty much dead these days, which is genuinely an absolute shame, but I mean, we can always hope, you know, maybe a big studio will buy the rights and do their own thing with it. We can always hope.
Well, it looks like the Quinkan found out about Thylacine somehow.
Funny that. But it's nothing we can't handle, mate. We've been in stickier situations.
You are not Ranger Ken.
Right.
That is
so how
not
about
Ranger
we
Ken's
stop
voice.
the gas bagging and get on board? We'll show those Quinkan what for, eh, chaps?
I think Ranger Ken may have had a very different voice in every single game he's been in. Oh boy, Gunyip time. I don't remember house controls at all. Destroy the 9 Quinkan flying fortresses as quickly as possible. Watch out for the spider incoming Quinkan enemies. We'll just figure it out. We'll just improvise on the controls. Right, okay. Is that a boost? Okay, yeah. Why is the boost? Yeah, this is really poor man Star Fox right now, unfortunately. I like Star Fox, that's the thing, like, I do genuinely like Star Fox. We can get a new Bubsy game in the last few years, it's going to be serious good game. I was like, true, Jack, honestly. Did we get a new Bubsy game? Wait, you're right, they did, didn't they? I kind of completely forgot about that. Yeah, they did, I remember now, they did make a new Bubsy game. I remember seeing a video about it where in the audio menu, you can customize how talkative he is. And the most talkative level is just described as Bubsy. Which is, hey, points for self-awareness, but, you know, saying we're doing something bad and then doing it anyway doesn't change the fact you're doing something bad. Yeah, no one asked for, but hey, a new Bubsy game. I mean, yeah, I've never actually played the old Bubsy games. I've heard they were pretty good. Like, obviously everyone knows Bubsy 3D, haha, worst 3D platformer ever, worst PS1 game ever, blah blah blah. It's been done to death, everyone knows that, and I'm not here to change your mind or to disagree with that assertion, like, it is an awful game. But at the same time, I feel like the original Bubsy games must have been at least decent, right? Like, otherwise they wouldn't have gotten sequels in the first place. So always very fun when enemies decide to be spawning outside of that. I just boost away for a bit, try and lure it in. Are these enemies really just funneling in very slowly from a single entrance? Is that really what they're doing here? Nene, thank you for the raid! Sorry, we paused for a second, be a shout out! Welcome in, Nene! Welcome, welcome, are you doing well? Lovely to see you as always. Tell me for someone to give you a shout out. Welcome in, Raiders! For those of you who don't know me, I'm Helm-Chan, the perfectly normal robot maid. And we're playing some Tie 3 Night of the Quinkan. We've been going through this whole series, and unfortunately, the third game is kind of the worst one so far, but we're still enjoying it regardless. Welcome in, everyone. Hope you had a great time with your own stream, Nene. What were you up to, if you don't mind my asking? Of course, if you need to go and do the usual post-stream care, I totally understand, but lovely to see you as always. How are you? Happy to see you as a go? Yeah, I'm doing well. Doing very, very well. Okay, this game is not the greatest. The first two games were definitely better, but I still having a fun time with it regardless, even if it's just from poking fun at it. For some reason, they decided that what we really need in this mascot platformer is Star Fox. So that's what we're doing right now, I guess. Played Yakuza Kiwami 2, the city banger as always. Oh, nice! I've never played a Yakuza game, funny enough. I think my only exposure to that is watching other people play it. I think I'd enjoy it if I gave it a try. I have so many things I want to play, but I hope you have a fun time with it. I think the full extent of my knowledge of the Yakuza games is Baka Mitai and oh gosh, I can't remember. Is it Majima, the guy that keeps just showing out of nowhere to just fight you? Wait, why are we still? Where's the enemies? Is it because these? Okay, sure. Where are the enemies? Oh, is it these guys who gotta shoot down the little guys? I thought it was just the big guys. Was it this thing? I'm gonna shoot you down? Imagine Red the Menace, yeah. But funnily enough, my introduction to that character was actually not even through Yakuza. There's a game I love called World of Horror. It is a roguelike, Junji Ito-inspired horror game. Much more RPG than it is horror, like it's not really very scary. But there is an Easter egg in that game. If you set the seed for your run to Kiryu, and you pick a specific character background, it will replace some of the encounters with a fight with Majima. It's exactly the same as the regular encounter you would get, just he looks different. But he's got like a different name. I forget what they call it. It's one of those like, what's the word, like legally distinct things where they change like part of the name to just get away with it. It's very silly. So why is this still going on? Nothing seems to be increasing our score here. What are we actually trying to kill? Have we broken the mission? Junji Ito horror game, like epic character. Oh yeah, it's inspired by Junji Ito, that kind of art style. But yeah, it's a really good game. Like I genuinely like. If you like roguelike games and you love like horror inspired stuff, it's a great time. I played it for Halloween last year actually, and it's also like really easy to mod yourself into it. Actually, I made a mod for Yomi when she was doing it to put her in the game, as well as a couple of custom enemies. It was a lot of fun. Okay, seriously, game. Why is this mission still going on? What is going on right now? You're the good guys, right? You're our friends. We don't want to pop you, I don't think. What? I'm very confused. We're meant to have like more of these flying fortresses showing up, and they're just not. Okay, well, I guess we'll try that again, but I'm not unconvinced that... Okay, she'll just boot us out of the whole minigame. I'm genuinely not unconvinced that we broke the game though. I think we may have done that. Oh, I see this game happened in any gameplay. Glad to catch you. Oh, well, yeah, I'm glad to see you as well. This one's not the greatest. I will say. If you like the idea of the game, I would say 1 and 2 are very good. This one is kind of... I'd say if you really like 1 and 2, and you just really need more of the world, yeah, you can try out 3. But I would definitely recommend 1 and 2 way more than 3 so far. Not just because of like the jank, just I think overall it's a bit more polished of an experience. I feel like they had a lot more ideas and didn't quite have the budget to really execute on them as much as they perhaps wanted, which is a shame. Heck, while we're playing like bad Star Fox right now, they have these ideas of, oh yeah, let's put like more vehicles in it. Like, no, we don't want vehicles. I just want to play tire. I want to be doing funny boomerangs. Also annoying because this is like not one-dimensional. This is 2-dimensional Star Fox. We can't ascend or descend, so it's actually really hard to like maneuver. We got a U-turn, and that's as close to like fancy maneuvers as we get, unfortunately. Please. Are you dead yet? Oh, dang it. I get that it's realistic for you to take damage from on contact, but I'd rather we didn't have the realism right now, frankly. Remove the realism, please. Jet. No, we're still alive. There we go. Right, so there's 3 on the map we can see. Yeah, so they all seem to be filtering into that one little narrow area there. I'm wondering if maybe we somehow bugged the game out before. Oh, right, it's up. Okay, to do the U-turn, not down. Oh, my bad. Well, at least the enemies is bad at fighting as I am. Like, for real, if we could go up and over these guys, it would make it so much easier right now. Okay, I wasn't actually trying to do that game. I guess. Sure. Oh, why are these sections here? I saw that you guys arrived to, the game being bad. Or rather, me being... Well, let's split the difference. It's equal parts the game being its worst and me being bad at this part of the game. But, in my defense, it does control like absolute arse. Okay, I think we actually did break the game last time, because this time the enemies have spawned correctly. I think we genuinely broke the enemy spawning behavior last time. Which would not honestly be the first time we've done that. We did have an incident at the very start of the game where an enemy spawned in a wall, and it took it from... okay. I don't know why the game forced me to turn there. I was trying to get in front of that. Yeah, we literally had an enemy at the start of the game where an enemy spawned inside of a wall. And I thought the game had, like, hard bugged out in a way that we couldn't fix it. And I can't remember what we did to fix it. I think we, like, attacked the wall and somehow our attack went through the wall. Yeah, this game's got a lot more jank than the other two. If you like what you're seeing here, well, if you like what you're seeing here, then, I'm sorry. But no, if you like the idea of, like, this game, do check out the first 2 games. Because, dude, the first 2 games, they are good times. This one, no, not so much, not so much. Alright, there we go. We dealt with the awful shooter section. Sploosh.
We did it! Ha-ha! You little ripper, mate!
The townies of Thylacine owe you a great debt of gratitude, sir. I've never seen such heroic flying.
Oh, that's little Kiwi guy.
Just doing my job. No need to be modest, mate. This victory will boost morale all over Southern Rivers.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Not only that, the echoes of your bravery will extend to the far reaches of the universe. Evildoers everywhere will cower at your name. Justice will be seen on the faces of newborn babes. The wind itself will appear for the liberation of...
That'll do.
Yeah, let's not go crazy, mate.
Genuinely, this game has good writing at times. Like, the overall story is really not particularly great. But the moment-to-moment character writing at times is really funny.
The big one. If you survive Cackaboom Island and return with the Shadow Ring and Shadow Stones, you'll be able to save Southern Rivers from the flood of Quinkan.
See, you can tell.
Fluffy's going with you.
You
We're
can
all
really
in this
tell
together.
when this game come out,
Good luck, mate.
But the fact that the ultimate MacGuffin we're trying to collect right now is called the Shadow Ring and Shadow Stones, and in the end of the last game, we got like a mech called a Shadow Bunyip. You can really tell just from that alone when this game came out. It definitely carried out in that kind of era of the 2000s where edgy was the coolest thing you could possibly be doing. It's quite telling and also quite funny, honestly. I mean, I can't judge. Alright. Who's fate and illness to play video games before? Like, who's fate and illness to get out of going to work or going to school to play video games before? I feel like a lot of people have, you know. It's not an uncommon thing to do. I've done it exactly one time in my life. I faked that I had a bit of a virus. And the worst part is, the game that I faked it for. So you might think, oh hell, you know, you like RPGs, right? So maybe you faked it for like, so you could play the new Final Fantasy game? Nah, it wasn't that. Maybe you're thinking, oh, well, okay, well, you're a big Crash Bandicoot fan. Maybe it was like the new Crash Bandicoot game or a new Spyro game. You're closer, but no, it wasn't those. Of all the games that I faked an illness to get off of school to play, it was Shadow the Hedgehog. In my defense, I didn't know at the time the game was bad. It literally was like arriving that day in the mail. But I think it was, I regretted the decision. No, I didn't get in trouble or anything, like, I didn't get found out. I just regretted the decision because it meant I had to play Shadow the Hedgehog. But it was the same one, the reason why it made me think of that is the same era, you know? Back when edgy was the coolest thing. Same sort of deal. Oh no, we're not in the Gundam again, are we? Okay, good. Well landed, good. There we go. Alright. So again, yeah, the power of explosions makes this way more tolerable. If it weren't for the explosive boomerangs, we'd have to actually melee fight these guys, and I am not about that life. The melee combat in this game is not good. So, simply put, it is just bad. It does not feel good, it's not very responsive, it's very floaty. Maybe he's using boomerangs! Boomerangs are not melee weapons. They're not designed for that. The game's so bad you prefer school. Yeah, it genuinely was. Like, it was also because it was kind of that feeling of, damn, I wasted my, you know what it's like when you're in school. It's like you can only get away with feigning illness so many times before it becomes obvious, you know. And it's that kind of feeling of, damn, I wasted my get out of school for the next couple of weeks or so.
I'm glad that my last fight could be with you, not against you.
Why is the audio like this?
What are you talking about, Fluffy? We'll get through this. We have to. I'll be watching your back, okay?
I don't deserve it. You just look after yourself, Ty.
Are you kidding? What are friends for? You do the same for me.
Hey, Bunker.
Thank you, little
I'm actually playing Type 3. Yeah, we sure are. It's not as good as the first two, but the explosions make it a lot more tolerable. Also, it is still so strange to me that they decided that their version of Rouge the Bat is going to be Fluffy. I'm not here to judge anyone's preferences. I mean, I don't know what furries are into. It's not my thing. More power to you if it is. But I feel like most furries probably aren't into whatever the hell is going on with Fluffy's face. I'm just saying. That is what I think I would charitably describe as a face only a mother could love. And probably a rather short-sighted mother at that. Wait, what's going? I'm not quite sure what's going on here, I'll be honest. Oh, it's this guy! Okay, I remember now, this guy just turns his back, right? I can't see what's going on, game. What's happening here? I thought this guy turned his back occasionally. Maybe not this version of the fight? Okay, I see what we're doing, Okay, we fucked that up. They made a bad girl for the specific person being cute and didn't use her. Wait, was that the one in Julius's uncle's lab? Because I remember, like, yeah, there's just this random, like, I thought he was a cat girl, actually, but, yeah, just random character in Julius's uncle's lab who has, like, no lines of dialogue, doesn't do anything, and is just completely absent outside of the cutscenes. It's so bizarre. Oh, dang it. Okay. She's unused too, but not her. Oh, okay. Yeah, this game is like... Okay, I'm really bad at this. The Tide franchise as a whole is like this weird... It's this really weird experience. There are parts of this project that feel like it's such a passion project and there's so much love and effort put into it. And then there's parts that just feel like... super poor... Am I missing this? Okay. I was gonna say I'm missing the summon. No, I guess I just do that. That makes much more sense than what I was trying to do. Wait, do you survive that? Oh, can we not kill you with explosions? Oh no. Do we have to actually melee you? Oh no, they just have health bars, never mind. We're fine. I have no idea what's going on right now. There's just explosions covering the entire screen. We're just kind of dealing with it. I've been doing so much, but I kind of hit the third game. Honestly, I'm kind of with you there. This is my first time playing. You know, there's not with it. What is the... Okay, now it turns around. Wait, what is happening? Like, I remember this enemy from earlier, and we just hit him in the back, but... Do you actually not use the laser to do it? Okay, that was too slow. Oh, out of the way. This does not seem to be working. Oh, right, yeah, you managed to make the laser stronger, right? Yeah, that makes sense. I forgot that they decided to do that on this turret. Yeah, thank you, I appreciate it. There we go. I don't know why there's mashing involved in this laser. There's no reason for that at all. Also, this is like the third or fourth time we've fought this exact enemy. I'm so sad for this series, genuinely. Like, I think the first two games are really good. I think, depending on what day of the week you ask me, I'll give you a different answer of whether or not I prefer the first or second game. But, yeah, they kind of fell off on the third game. It really is a shame. I never want a game to be bad, of course. But honestly, as soon as it starts off strong and gets weaker at the end, it's kind of a shame. You know? It's like, you want it to end on a bang and it just kind of ends on a bit of a whimper. There we go. Alright, we'll get destroyed, nerd.
Alright! This is too easy.
That would always be my favourite. Honestly, fair. I would like the... Okay, if they gave the first one just a little bit more convenience, like they did with, say, Spyro the Dragon, right? If the first game had an option that would just point you in the direction of the last opals, I would hard agree. The fact that the first game becomes like an opal hunt, like, pain in the arse if you're trying to 100% the game, that is the only thing that stops me from liking that game a lot more than I do. Because... But then again, I guess that's kind of a good sign, right? Because I like the game enough I want to 100% it. So I guess I was going to say something for the game. Tied 2 I did enjoy, but I felt no inclination to want to 100% that game. It's gonna kill me. Amazing that studio's still doing Thai stuff until now. Wait, they are still doing it? Wow. I was saying earlier, I wasn't sure if the studio was still going or not, because I thought I'd read somewhere that they had some financial troubles, but I really hope they can get something together. Like, we don't get games like this anymore. Like, and when I say games like this, I mean, you know, mascot platformers, you know? And it's one of my favourite genres. I think the closest we've had to anything like this in recent years would be Hat in Time. And Hat in Time was great, don't get me wrong, I loved Hat in Time, but... Wait, what are we doing? Oh, wait, did we have to be... Hold on, what's going on? I assumed that we were done here, but, what is going on? We just Mount Kakaboom. We're here, right? Mount Boom Basin. I'm guessing this is... Oh! It's the dark dots on the map, I'm assuming. It's an Unreal Engine Thai taser for the 20th anniversary. Oh, neat! I will definitely check that out later. Wait, did we just reset?
Well, this is it, Ty.
We just reset the entire instance, what the hell? Okay, he's gone up basically. No, he's back, never mind. Well, mistakes were made. Okay, we've definitely, missed the proverbial assignment here. Dang it. I remember they did another game as well at one point, which I I believe it was based off of a webcomic, but I'm not sure which came first. I remember they had a game called Blade Kitten, which was one of the first games I remember buying on Steam, funnily enough. It was like a 2D platformer. I have no idea what's going on. I can't see that thing. I'm just mashing X and hoping for the best. I mean, I know I made this happen myself by choosing to play Explosion mode, but you know. YouTube channel with animated cartoon and lo-fi players. Oh, wait, that sounds... Wait, lo-fi players of this game soundtrack? That actually sounds amazing. Because, like, one thing that this game series is consistently good with is the music. I actually caught myself humming the main theme from Taiwan the other day. Just out of nowhere. And even though it might be my least favourite level in the entire game, the Outback Safari song has a special place. Just, I will never get that out of my head. Alright, well, let's just do this boss again. I guess this counts as a boss, kind of, sort of, maybe, not really. You know, why can't we just take this gun off the platform, just make a small version of it? Yep, so we're gonna get the thing again because...
All right!
I guess we just reset the instance.
Too easy.
Alright, so what do we do now? So we got that. Where do we go now? Oh, that door's open. I completely failed to notice that on my first try. Whoops. Dang, you can't explode. Wait, that works? Oh. No, it didn't work. You can't... Wait. Oh, it is working. Okay, just very unclear.
Not a bad day, hey, Ty.
Not sure what that did, but I know the title when I hear one.
Stay here while I sort that out.
Aha.
Ty, you handle those goons.
Oh, I just... Well, at least it resets us. That's quite handy.
The shadow ring has to be around here somewhere.
There we go. Hey, Spinos! Hello, very normal mate, but despite being complete normal, I am magnetically attracted to Spade's fun and killing capacity. Well, that's wins, guys. Lovely to see you as always. We're going all wonderful evening. As we are forced to murder frogs. Why must we murder these frogs? I want one of these frogs. Well, we get murdered by them instead. That is our punishment for murdering frogs. Wait, what? Wait, what? Is that... Where are we? I'm so confused. Gang? Alright, I guess we're doing this now. Sure. I guess the frogs didn't matter anyway. What is going on with this game? I think the game's falling apart a little bit. I think we're watching the game degenerate in real time. Hey, good stuff. Welcome. Childhood friend of mine's favourite game, well, one of them. Ah, well. I'm not going to judge your friend's childhood taste, but, hopefully there's plenty other ones as well, because the other ones are definitely better. Welcome in, welcome. Lovely to see you. And yeah, Frank Happy said someone else we don't have to. Oh, good. I hope that your week gets better for you next week, at least. The only good thing about having a bad week is it means that the next week is much more likely to be good. Gonna get spoiled apart, the card new get mother. Oof. I hate that you're correct. I genuinely hate that you're correct. I was watching some of the I don't know if you know, but World Championship qualifiers for Euros went on the past couple of days. I actually caught a couple of matches and oof is all I can say. I am not well versed enough in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! To say that Yu-Gi-Oh! Has never been worse than it is currently. But I will say, it's not in a great state.
And I thought this was going to be dangerous.
Don't count your chickens.
Did you just call me a chicken? What?
Even she doesn't know what's going on. What? Agent Geartop. Yeah, Agent Geartop was amazing. It does make me wonder though, like, I wonder how much of like Ancient Gear and like the other weird decks showing up, how much of that was people thinking this is viable in the current format, and how much is that people just going, you know what, the format's garbage anyway, I'm just going to play my favourite deck. I have no idea, like it could be that maybe the guy just saw a hole in the meta and was like, oh, Ancient Gear's actually really good right now. Either way, you know, base as hell when you win with a weird deck like that.
The Shadow Ring has to be around here somewhere.
Alright, frog time. I'm not sure why all these frogs still need to fight us, but you know. Unfortunately for the frogs, we have lost the power of exploding boomerang, so... Oh, I'm gonna achievement right now for getting the maximum rain combo, which I guess is 20. Fair enough.
We must be getting close now.
Oh, well, that's an orb. Or disc, whatever. Oh, orb. Alright, well, that's something.
Dangerous place.
People don't know Ancient Gear cards, so they probably hooked Gear Town left and right. True, honestly. It is genuinely like an untold advantage of playing a weird deck that people don't know is they just don't read your cards. I mean, not sure what that button did. Oh, a thing. I remember when I went to YCS London, and that's like the only big event I've ever been to, and I say I went to YCS London, I only went on the third day. I was busy working on the other day, so I couldn't go to like the feature events. Which, to be fair, is probably good for everyone involved. I am not good enough to go to a Nationals and do any kind of performance there, realistically. But I will say, I had a fun time there, taking part in like the side events, and there were a couple of times actually in those events where I was on my, I was on Trap Tricks. I was playing my Trap Tricks deck, which, funnily enough, I think I saw a couple other people also playing Trap Tricks, because this was not terribly long after we got the structure deck. And there were a couple of times where I was playing people who were on like good strategies, like full power Kashtira, and they didn't know. Oh yeah, the Fleisure gives targeting protection, and destruction protection, and battle protection. And it's like, wow, like... Yeah, I wasn't able to convert that into any wins, but there were definitely times where my opponent was caught off guard because they just didn't know what my cards do, because why would you? It's Trap Tricks. Who's playing Trap Tricks? They really are, they really started to run out of content at the end of the game here, didn't they? Not only are we reusing the boss fight, but we're reusing the boss fight multiple times in the same area. I get the impression that this studio had a lot of people that were very creative, but were perhaps not so strong in the coding department. I don't know, that's just the impression I got. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if there were like pages upon pages of unused enemies and characters in terms of concept art that just didn't make it into the game because they just didn't have the people to code it properly. At least I hope that's the case, because, good lord, this is not exactly a very thrilling boss fight. Now they were twisting to other enemies. Also true.
It would be in pieces.
Don't go to pieces over it.
I don't notice. Right, what's going on now?
The Shadow Ring.
Oh, okay.
Where are the Shadow Stones?
Found them.
Sure, okay, just
How now are we gonna get them?
Bye.
Leave it to me.
Oh, you have explosives. You both have explosives. Okay, good. Fluffy has brain. I'm actually genuinely happy they did that. Use a power of explosions to solve the problem.
Great moves, Ty.
I'm not gonna lie though.
I couldn't deal with
Also
that.
kind of feels like something that they maybe don't have time for. I get the impression that early in the script that was not meant to just be a cutscene. Oh right, she has a robot. Kind of forgot about that. Mobile suit Fluffy.
Phew.
Well, okay, I guess there is gameplay involved after all. What just exploded? Genuinely, what exploded there? I thought it was an earthquake.
Oh no! Look, the shadow stones.
Okay, we have got more
Don't worry.
context.
We'll track them down.
Alright. Most of my Aussie friends at playing
Hi,
class all
mate.
hunted
Carlos
more
has
like
called
your
you
Aussie
up
slang
for
and
a
speech.
challenge.
It means I
He
was
told
supposed to
me
be
he
under.
had bigger things to worry about.
Well, I'm glad
but
it's
then
authentic.
he mentioned that a shadow stone was at stake. You've got to take him on at his latest battle arena and get that rock.
Alright, let's go and get that rock. It's a stone, Luigi. Didn't make it. I mean, it doesn't really surprise me too much, though, that this is authentic, because Chrome Studios were /are Australian. It's an Australian studio. I believe they were, again, were /are. I don't know which is the correct tense to be using in this case, but they were, like, the biggest studio in Australia at one point. Like, game studio. I have no idea if that is still the case, so... Well, my last kind of joke about Sydney deserving the colony drop. No, well, I don't know, I mean... Personally, I would have dropped it on England, but that's just me. Like, I feel like England was the bigger mistake, but... Then again, I am assuming that England still exists in Gundam. Another part of the UK. Oh, okay, so justice was dealt out then. Fair enough. Fair enough. We got what we deserved. It is so funny to me that even in G Gundam, like, I love that they gave the British Gundam the Palace Guard look. It just, I feel like you either have to go for that or you go for, like, British gentlemen. Those are, like, the only two ways you could possibly give a British Gundam. Because, like, how else you can make the Gundam British? You can't give it bad teeth. Because Gundams don't have teeth. I hope. Well, I guess the Devil Gundam has teeth, but, like, he's the exception. I don't want to think about Gundam teeth. Okay, so heading down to that part. Back up on the main part, it's in Australia, and the other parts, the panels hit London. I see. To be fair, I don't know how... I think if British people became new types, I think we as like a society would have failed. You know? Yeah, humans as a species would have failed if British people were capable of becoming new types. Like, British new types, could you imagine? It would be awful. If there was a frown from a shotgun face, well, kind of. It's not teeth, though. It's not teeth. Right, no, is it? Wait, he's English? What? Are you sure? I was certain I had heard he was Chinese. I mean, I don't know where I heard that. It might have just been some guy on Reddit, but, like, I could have sworn I heard somewhere that he was supposed to be Chinese. Oh, but too bad death has no consequence in this universe. Apart from making the crab do the dance. Deployment dance. He originally was British. Oh! I see. And you gets infected by a devil gun gets teeth. You know what, Frank? So Frank, you are right. I completely forgot about that, but you are right. That shows how long it's been since I last watched G Gundam. I need to get to watch that again. I love G Gundam. It's my favourite Gundam series. It's pure goofiness, and that's why it's wonderful. This way. Right. Exit. If this is another battle arena, we're going to be making it very easy because we have explosions. Just finish it in honor of its 30-year anniversary. It's 30 years now? Wow. I I definitely need to give it another watch. So I genuinely love the series. It is one of my favorites. Just not even just Gundam, just series in general. It's dumb, but it knows it's dumb. So here's a question though, for you G Gundam enjoyers out there: Rain or Allenby? Which is best film?
All right, Carlos. What's the deal?
Oh look, it's his character. There's nothing.
Something you want, and you
Why
have
is she
something
here?
I want.
Does she even have a line of dialogue?
You want the Shadow
Let's go,
Stone.
Master Asia. Oh, well, okay, Strauss, that goes without saying.
See you
We're
suffer.
not counting Master Asia, that's not fair.
How do I know you'll keep your word this time?
I have no use for the stone. Unless I use it to
Oh,
throw
wait,
at you. In any case, it's your only chance of getting it.
You're on!
Oh, okay, we're doing it in this way, okay. Right, okay. I mean, you're entitled to do your opinion. I personally am more Team Allenby, but I respect Team Rain. I don't think there's an incorrect answer, to be honest. I had a friend once that, in the Allenby versus Rain discussion, came up with this point that I actually think is kind of I think it's a good view on it, which is Gomon gets the girl at the end, right? So Gomon gets Rain. That's why Allenby exists. Gomon is there to be Gomon is there. Rain's there to be Gomon's love interest, so Allenby is there to be the waifu for the viewer. That's the take I heard. You're free to disagree with it, but I think it's a fun take regardless of whether it's good or not. Whether it's correct or not. Isn't it Rain? I think Sir Frank's probably correct. I think it is Rain AIN. I kind of have both as waifus. See, Stratos, now you're thinking with the Galaxy Brain Strat. I was thinking with Big Brain Strat, and you're thinking Galaxy Brain Strat. Go for the Chibadi route. Why choose? Oh, that's what's draining my weapons. Okay, I was like, why my nuke go? It's the orb, so the orb is draining your power. There we go. Bring nuke here. Oh wait, it doesn't charge when I'm punching. Is that why it's taking so long? And for a US I've done the Mexican, but I'm also Hispanic, so I have to have some tequila Gundam. Okay, to be fair, they're both extremely good. Like, they are both extremely funny.
Okay, Carlos, hand it over.
Fine, but only because I am a man of my word. And I promise I will get you, Tai, no matter what it takes. Can I get a glass of water?
All right.
And again, that character still has not had a single line of dialogue.
Dennis just called me up, distraught as anything. Apparently he was taking one of his thunder eggs for a walk in the park to clear his head, and when he got home, he realised it was gone.
How did you do that?
I reckon those no-good redbacks picked his pocket. Seeing as you're so chummy with them, you can sort them out.
I mean, I don't know about chummy. We beat them in a race like 4 times, but I guess that could constitute friendship. In Lolo Kuribo played the koala in this game. It's the first time they call him Grandpa. Speaking of which, speaking of Grandpa, did you see the live match of Yugi versus Solomon Moto? That was so fun. I love the live duels. They are so much fun. I really wish they would do more of them. It was so, especially when Grandpa whipped out the multiply. That was peak. It was pre-recorded. Yeah, true, but I mean, I still have to get the voice actors in to do it, you know. Like, I want them to do more of them. Maybe they did. Who knows? Maybe the fact that it was pre-recorded. Maybe they got to do a bunch while they were there. was a big meeting where they had like all the Yu-Gi-Oh voice actors. I think it was like a con in Texas they went to recently. I think it was Texas, somewhere like that. So maybe they took advantage of that to do some recording at the same time, who knows? Gonna miss Loki Bum and Joey, yeah. Well, that was the Japanese ones, I believe, right? It wasn't the English voice actors.
You guys haven't found a thunder egg around here, have you?
Haven't seen one.
Okay, bye.
What about that one behind the Shadow Stone? Shadow Stone?
They're ours. We found them.
Well, the thunder egg belongs to Dennis. He'd really like it back. And Bush Rescue really needs that Shadow Stone.
There's only one way we're going to sort this out.
Race ya for 'em.
I didn't see that one coming. No worries. I could beat you with my eyes closed on a push bike.
Imagine if
How
Ty
about
just like,
we make
okay,
it interesting?
hand it
If
over.
I win, you also have to tell me your real name, Redback
How
Russ.
about that?
Ooh.
You're on.
Alright, they've all had really embarrassing names so far, so he's gotta be like... He's gotta be like Cedric or something, right? He's either for NA Championship. This was the first time I didn't have a live show. I mean, it was still a good show either way. If anything, I think that there's probably, I think that they could do more with pre-recorded shows if they wanted to. Wait, do we have to like collect the fragments? Is what we're doing?
I'll get you for that!
I'm not quite sure what we're doing, I'll be honest. I mean, we're racing obviously, but like, Oh, I guess we have to probably like knock it out of them. Well, that's not really ideal, to put it mildly. I'd rather not have that happen. At least we've got 6 laps for it. Oh, that was the right. Bees. I forgot that bees, they throw away the power-up item. Dang it. They replayed both Grandpa Motor and Hugo. No, it's a different voice actor. Grandpa's a different voice actor. Because you saw him in the thing, he was on camera. It's kind of funny actually, because Grandpa's voice actor kind of looks younger than Tan Green, so it's kind of funny where it's like, Grandpa, even though you look maybe 5 years younger than me. I think we're definitely losing this here.
See you at the finish line!
Where's one on... Oh wait, I'm looking. Dang! I was looking at the wrong cursor on the map. I thought that was the orange one because, you know, Ty is orange. No, I'm red. I'm gonna restart this. I've messed this up tremendously. Restart race. Let's try that again. Getting a little bit more just to the road this time, perhaps. And hopefully the whole game just like juggled right off the bat. That was really unkind. Because there's one on the outer there. One on the inner corner here. The warp is actually very handy for this. Apart from when you walk into the projectile. Because I think...
Faster than the speed of tide.
I think they've dropped all the Thunder Eggs though, so I think we can just scoop them up. And the funny thing is I don't think we even knocked them out of them, I think they just beat each other up. Oh! Put it on this rope. That's how that works, definitely. Okay, one more egg we're missing. Got it. Right, is the game bugged out again? Oh no, it's just Fascinator. I might watch it to put more into the climax.
Bye bye, Ty.
Yeah, the warp just teleports you to like the next person in front of you. So, and you can use it like 3 times for some reason. I don't know why it's so powerful. There you go. Move. We'll get on the next lap, that's fine. I don't think they can pick them up again, so... he's actually focused on winning the race now. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, game. That's just very impolite. Game, please. It's almost like kart racing is kind of like inherently slightly unfair and maybe shouldn't be a mechanic for like a core part of progression perhaps. Just spitballing ideas. That part is busted, that big lightning thing zaps you as soon as you get close to it. And it can zap you multiple times. It's like the most busted power in any kart racer I've ever seen. Well, okay, maybe not the most busted. I think that would probably still go to the Lego Racers, where the warp in that is just ridiculously busted, but in terms of attack items, I'd say it's the most busted. Okay, I must want to pick up this thunder egg around the corner here. Last lap, I can't go back. There we go. Oh, I missed a shortcut. Oh. Okay, good. You can hit the wall. We're fine. The Mario Kart experience right there. Yeah, definitely. Oh, look, we've got more of that. Right. I'm thinking that it's, I'm thinking that 5 out of 6 means that, like, we are about to finish the final lap. No, we're on lap 6 of 6. Actually, take the shortcut this time. There we go. We're fine. There we go. Easy peasy. Got it first try, every time.
There's no way I'm telling!
Come on, Redback Russ. Fair's fair.
Yeah, come on, Cyril.
Cyril.
Cyril?
I'm gonna cry.
You know, I'm pretty sure these goobers have had more character development than like half the main NPCs in this game.
Hi. Ranger Ken has located one of the rare shadow bunyip stones in the frozen forests. You better get over there quick smart. He's on his own, and he's near the Quinkan camp. We can't let that stone fall into enemy hands. Get yourself to the spy wing, and hurry, Ty.
Wait, spy wing? Oh no, we're doing more flying. We have to do more flying. I'd rather we didn't. Cyril. C-Y-R-I-L. Very, very unusual name. I don't actually know that I know any real person called Cyril, but it is a real name. I do know it is a real name. I've just never encountered one in my real life. Helm, what does that help me? Are you programmed to get a personality, or is the personality part of your programming? It's kind of like a self-developmental thing, if that makes sense. In the same way that like human personalities evolve based on, you know, a combination of, you know, genetics and also environment, similar to me. Like there are some aspects of my personality that are inherent to being a Helm unit, but some of them also develop as a result of just my environment. Like the part where I play Yu-Gi-Oh! That's certainly not part of the core programming, I can assure you. I just realized we're actually collecting these shadow stones, aren't we? Oh wait, do we get the things hold on. I'm a bit confused by something there. It showed more, I'm pretty sure it showed more rank things there than we actually have. Including the shadow ring. Like, can we use the shadow ring? Should I have been using the shadow ring this whole time? We have got a bunch of money, so like, I guess we could buy some stuff if we wanted to. Kind of funny, because earlier in the game we actually did have to, what's the word? We had to grind a little bit, because we needed to buy upgrades for the mech. And kind of holding off on buying anything as a result of that, in case we need to do it again. It was like breaking, look at that one in Korea jump down the stairs. I mean, look, what other robots do is their business. I'm not one to judge. You know, some robots just really get the urge to jump downstairs. Who are we to judge? So, all the way down here. Obviously, could he be judging us? I would never judge my guests out loud. But no, I would never judge my guests out loud. That reminds me of something, actually. Something I found out recently, which... Well, I died to start with. But no, something I found out recently, and by found out, I mean I heard this somewhere once and did exactly zero fact-checking to make sure it's correct, so it could be completely wrong. But do you guys know the phrase, the customer is always right? I'm sure, you guys have surely heard that. Everyone knows that expression. It's probably the most parroted line in retail, right? It turns out that is not the full quote. The full quote is, the customer is always right in matters of taste. Which is to say, if you want to go somewhere and order, like, I don't know, a hot dog with whipped cream and, like, mustard, but also strawberry sauce on it, you're allowed to do that. We will not judge you for that. You're not allowed to be... The customer is always right in matters of taste. And thankfully over here, we don't get that happen much over here. Like, I know in America it's apparently quite a big thing that a lot of annoying customers like to parrot the line, oh, but the customer is always right. We don't get that much over here. But if I ever run into someone that does have that line, I am prepared to hit them with the correction.
Hey Ty, did you hear the good news? They're saying that Ranger Ken has found one of the Shadow Bunyip stones.
I hope he's still got it when I get there. I'd better hurry.
I was having a pretty rough day before coming here home, so thanks for making my day better. Oh, well, I'm always glad if I can make someone's day even just a little bit better, 19. If being here is helping you out, then I'm glad to hear it. I just hope I can create a comforting atmosphere.
Check out this little beauty.
Maybe give you guys a few laughs.
Good one, Ken.
Maybe show some games that you
Quinkan
don't know very much
haven't caused
about.
any trouble?
No, I think we got away with it.
Womp, womp, womp.
I think he's getting away with it.
Hey, get back here!
Wait up, Ken! Here we go again.
Yeah, I don't like Ranger Ken in this. The voice actor's not doing a bad job, but compared to the Ranger Ken voice we had in Tyler 1, wait. Oh, we haven't got the nuke on this. I'm no pulsate, so I guess it's fine.
Come back here, you mug!
Come back here, you mug. Wait. Oh, do we have to use the grenade on this?
Hey, give that back!
Well, because the ground... Oh, wait, it just rises, never mind. Obviously, it just rises. Always right hand, but because I'm a customer, because it's something always right. Yeah, it's true. You don't have to worry about being wrong if you're always correct. Just be right. I'll go into it by basically put it short and sweet. I was stressing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, I'm not gonna... I'm gonna say this as advice, but I'm gonna say this with advice with the full knowledge that it's easy to say and a lot harder to always put that sort of feeling into action. At the end of the day, it's a hobby, it's a game. It's never worth stressing yourself out about it. If a hobby causes you stress, then reevaluate how you're engaging with the hobby, you know? I've done that, actually. Genuinely, like, I did that with Final Fantasy 14. I was getting stressed with Final Fantasy 14 when I used to do the hardcore raiding. I enjoyed it, but after a while it started being a source of stress, and I'm like, Helm, what are you doing? You know? If your hobby is causing you stress, then, you know, just take a step back. You haven't got to stop doing it, but take a step back and work out what is causing you stress about it, and maybe just re-examine how you engage with the hobby. Heck, I don't play for 14 much seriously at all these days. I haven't even done the latest Extreme Primal fights, which is like the challenge content. I might not even bother doing them. And you know what? That's a-okay with me. But if my hobby is stress, then don't get stressed about how you're getting stressed or how you're failing to get stressed. Because if you're failing to get stressed, then, you know, that I can understand that might in itself be a source of stress. And stress is not good. No, but like, jokes aside, genuinely, like, you know, it's never wrong to take a step back and take a break or reevaluate how you're enjoying something. At the end of the day, there's only so many hours in the day, and it's not worth wasting them on something that you're not enjoying. So, yeah. want to drag on it too much, but yeah. I only say it out of having been there myself. I like how the thing we're chasing is someone gotten behind Ranger Ken and is now chasing Ranger Ken. I don't think that was how the pathfinding was supposed to go, but you know. We're here now. Again, from fighting games and I came back a bigger monster than before. Hey, that can happen as well. Sometimes taking a break from something can make you realise that you miss it and then you come back and you're more fired up than before. Absolutely. Absolutely. Can you company all opening up tonight? Love your enthusiasm, Helm. Good night from me. Hey, have a wonderful night. Lovely to see you as always. Thank you so much for bringing your community in. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself tonight. Have a wonderful night. Take care. Lovely to see you as ever. But yeah, like, I mean, that also happened to me with FF14, actually. So, when I got burnt out on hardcore raiding, I actually stopped playing the game altogether. I just stopped playing FF14 for probably the better part of a year. And it wasn't until I came back and started playing it very casually that I kind of realised what parts of the game I did still enjoy. Right, this is the start, this is not what we need to do. I press that 5 7 times and you walk into it similar to I said, not my problem. Lights, welcome! How are you? I'm doing well. Hope you're doing very well yourself. I'm playing some Tide 3 and this game is one of the games of all time, that is for sure. We back at the start. Did we miss a jump? Oh, we definitely messed up here. Okay. That's fun, we'll just do a circuit. Funnily enough, I am not one for fighting games myself personally, but the only fighting game I got into for any degree of time was BlazBlue. And I was not good at BlazBlue. I was average at BlazBlue at best. I fell into that really annoying skill level that I think you can encounter with pretty much every hobby, which is I'm too good for the people I know, but I'm not good enough to play against people that are actually competent at the game. Like if I go online, I get destroyed. If I go to my friends, they don't want to play against me because I'm too good by comparison. That was the only game I got to that degree with. I did kind of want to try the new Guilty Gear, basically just for Slayer. Don't judge me. Okay, you can judge me if you want, but I mean, look at him. I have a few types, and Slayer is 100% one of my types. And I'm not just saying that because he does big damage. Doing good. I never played this game when I was younger. Didn't get very far. I never played the other one, so I had no idea what was going on. Honestly, kind of, yeah. I can see how you could get to that degree. This one is definitely the jankiest by far. It's a shame. Again, I like the series as a whole. It just doesn't quite stick the landing on the third game, unfortunately. You're professionally casual. Yes! You know, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah, yeah. Playing this game is bad neutral, that's his only weakness, but Strive has no neutral. I mean, I don't even care about how good he is. Frankly, I don't play characters in fighting games based on how good they are. I play them based on how much I want to play them. Like, I played Tager in BlazBlue, and Tager is garbage, apparently.
Haha! Caught and bowled!
Haha! I knew the cricket would pay off someday.
My main issue is no matter how I edit my decks, people always find something wrong with it and suggest it cost me an arm and leg.
The Redback gang just called again, mate. No challenge this time.
Unfortunately, the problem with Yu-Gi-Oh! is it is a very expensive hobby.
Could have put us in real danger. They were racing their carts when they had to escape from some Quinkan, leaving their experimental
if you don't want to play high-end Yu-Gi-Oh!, there's nothing wrong with it.
They reckon that in the wrong hands,
it's very
their nuclear-powered steering could
like
be used as a weapon.
It's important that you are very clear on what your goals are with Yu-Gi-Oh! And I know it sounds really silly, like, what do you mean goals? Like it's a card game? But, like, there's a difference between I want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And be good at Yu-Gi-Oh! And go to tournaments and get prizes, and I want to go to my locals and get prizes, and there's a difference between that and I just want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I just want to have fun putting down funny monsters and having a good time. If you just want to have fun playing casually with friends, don't worry about it. If people tell you to put other cards in your deck and you say they're too expensive to them, just say to them, yeah, I understand what you're saying. But I'm not worried about that. And you know what? If they still give you grief over it, screw them. Screw them. There are people that are elitists on both ends of the spectrum in Yu-Gi-Oh! And any hobby. Any hobby. There are people that will tell you, oh, well, if you're not running 3 copies of Imperm and 3 copies of Ash and a copy of Called-By and a copy of Crossout and, you know, you're not running the Fiendsmith package, then your deck's basically garbage. And those people are playing a form of Yu-Gi-Oh! That's not incorrect. You're like, it's a perfectly valid way to play Yu-Gi-Oh! But it's not a way of playing Yu-Gi-Oh! That all players want to play. I, for one, I don't enjoy high-end Yu-Gi-Oh! I like very mid-core Yu-Gi-Oh! Personally. Casuals hate the meta, and better people will tell you that it's the exact same factory-made line. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of both ends. There's like... okay, on one end of the spectrum, you have the people that are the meta players, the competitive players, the players that tell you, well, okay, in the current format, you want to be playing Snake Eye, Fire King, Fiendsmith, exactly, and nothing else. Here's a deck list. If you're not building this deck, your deck sucks. On the other end of the spectrum, you get people that are like, oh man, I hate the meta so much. I refuse to play hand traps because I hate the meta. Man, you guys just love sucking the fun out of the game. And the funny thing is, neither of these players are wrong. Neither of these players are wrong in how they enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh! The problem is how they are telling other people to enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh! And this goes to any hobby, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Is an easy one to jump onto. If you are sitting there and saying, like, you're playing it wrong, if the other guy's having fun, he's not playing it wrong. Have fun with your hobby however you want to play it. Just don't play with the people that aren't playing the way you want to play. It's that simple. Another good example, Dungeons and Dragons, or tabletop games in general. I am what a lot of people would consider to be a power gamer or a min-maxer. That is to say, I like to make characters that are very strong and very powerful at one or two things. If I make a barbarian, I guarantee you my barbarian will be putting out a ton of damage. Some people hate that. Some people can't stand the idea of an optimized character. They'll look at you and go, oh, look at this, another sheep. You're playing a barbarian with a maxed out strength score and a two-handed build. God, wow, how original. And I'll be like, yeah, I like playing it that way. If you want to play a suboptimal barbarian, that's also fine. If you want to focus more on roleplay, you want to play a barbarian who's like lower strength because you want to do a bit more generalization, that's fine. Depending on how suboptimally you build it, I might not want to play at your table, but I ain't going to tell you how you've got to build your character. Have fun with your hobby, however you have fun with your hobby. Do not look down on other people that enjoy having fun with the hobby in another way, in a different manner. You're allowed to judge them inside. Like you can snark about them in your head. You can make judgments in your head, but don't be a dick about it. There's no reason to be mean to someone else about them having fun. As someone put it once to me, don't yuck someone else's yum. Anyway, let's get back to the game.
Nuclear card, huh?
Yep.
That should weird us out, right?
I think so. Best not to think about it. Want to just go?
Yep.
Again, this game's writing is genuinely funny at times. Father Shan, who plays that sniper is so much better. Exactly, yeah. If someone wants to come and if someone wants to like say, oh, why are you playing Fog the Jam? He's terrible. I'll be like, yeah. And I don't care. He is my boy. I actually genuinely want to look into I have no idea how expensive it would be, but genuinely, unironically, no joke, I kind of want to try and find someone that does plushie commissions. I want a plushie Fog the Jam. I kind of need this in my life. I'm still playing sometimes for Ab-Zero. Honestly, Fog the Jam as material for better monsters is genuinely very funny to me. Like the idea that you use Fog the Jam to make Ab-Zero or Totally Awesome, which, I mean, I guess Totally Awesome is on brand at least, but Ab-Zero in particular is very funny to me. Where are we going? Oh, we're going to lava. It's like the lava safe one, right? Yeah. That is not the correct way at all. Yeah, I genuinely want to try and get my hands on a Frog the Jam plushie someday. I don't know how much it would cost. I've never looked into plushie commissions. It's never been a thing I've really had a desire to, but I think I have to build something using a single Shadow structure deck. I mean, you can build a deck. Like, I couldn't tell you how good the structure is. But you have a playable deck there, for sure. Again, the important thing is that you're very clear about your play goals, you know? If you just want to play casually, then yeah, you can definitely make a deck that will do things with a single structure deck. I mean, heck, my very first way of getting back into modern Yu-Gi-Oh! In paper was at Comic-Con. A friend of mine and I both had this idea of, hey, let's just both buy a structure deck. We've not played Yu-Gi-Oh! In like over 10 years. Probably longer than that even. Let's just both buy a structure deck and play it completely blind. I ended up buying the Cyberdark structure deck, and my friend had the Albaz structure deck. And he destroyed me. In my defense, the Albaz structure is kind of cracked, but also it does come with, I forget if it was Gozen or Tikbu, but one of those, which absolutely destroyed me. The side road deck cannot play through that and does not have an out for it. Tikbu, thank you, Stratus, yes. Yeah, the side road deck does not have an out to Tikbu. You just lose on the spot as soon as I get flipped. And I think the Albaz deck also comes with, like, Imperm as well, which we also found out how Imperm interacts with, the Chimera Tech Overdragon, which is to say, it's, if it gets negated,
you found
it goes to 0 attack permanently.
I found it, so, you can grab it.
Oh no, bro. After you.
No, I insist.
Seriously, this one's all yours.
No, really. Be my guest.
Hey, hello, right now at Comic-Con. Heck yeah, having a great time there.
Ty, this is urgent.
Oh,
a vortex has opened up over southern rivers. It can only mean one thing. They're preparing to bring the Quinkan through. Good thing you just finished getting all those shadow stones back. Now get to the Gunyip as quick as you can.
The Gunyip, we hit the
Hurry,
Gunyip.
Ty.
I must think Ash had another hand up. It had something. I forget what it was. All I know is they had a way that negated Chimera Tech Overdragon. I think it's Overdragon. I'll be honest, all of the whatchamacallit? All of the Cyber Dragon fusions, they all kind of blur together in my head. I always get them mixed up with the names. But the one that gains attack based on its materials used and goes down to 0 permanently once it gets impermed, basically. They had something to negate that. And, well, yeah, that happened to me, unfortunately. They all... Oh, okay. Fair enough. Again, I don't know Cydras very well. Funnily enough, afterwards, my friend did pick up Master Jewel, and he actually ended up playing Cydras as his first deck. Which was kind of funny, because I was the one with the Cydras structure deck, and he was the one who ended up playing it. And basically 2100. Ah, okay. Yeah, again, I have approximate knowledge of most of the Cypher cards, just not very good knowledge, unfortunately. I think it's a very cool archetype, if nothing else. Like, the theming is very good. I'm wondering if we're getting near the end now, though. Like, we got the MacGuffin, a portal's opened up. This seems like we're kind of building to the end game, and well, if that's the case, that's the case. We haven't been going that long tonight, but we'll see how we do. The GX deck, we both know me and GX. That is true, that is true. I do seem to remember the Albaz structure being pretty darn good. I think the only thing it doesn't give you that you probably really want in it is a Luba. But, like, I'm pretty sure you get, I'm pretty sure it comes with Lubellion, Albion, and Mirajade, and Branded Fusion, so it has, like, all the things you really need, if I remember correctly. Yeah, okay, fair enough, yeah. Because that was how I ended up, that was how I hit upon the idea of playing Branded Gate Guard. I was just looking at my cards, I'm like, wait, I have have branded fusion. Wait, I have branded package. I can just play branded. Hey, Mr. Blair, welcome. Hope I hope you're doing alright, but I'm guessing the screaming pain is, not so good. Well, I hope that whatever is troubling you is something that doesn't trouble you for too much. Fallen of Guardian. I mean, the funny thing is, right, we put Prisma in the deck, we can then turn Prisma into Fallen of Albaz. It's not good, but it's quite funny. Unfortunately, I didn't actually run regular Poly in that deck because there's no point, because all the Gate Guardians are contact fusions. But it is quite funny. Funny play over right play risk. Correct. 100% correct. See, now I'm thinking, now you've got me thinking back on that deck. I do think that the Kashtira Gate Guardian was better. But branded Gate Guardian is funnier. Debatably. Just because there's like even less synergy going on, frankly. I need to look into the Kashtira cards. Are they still expensive? I was gonna buy a I was looking at buying a Kashtira core, but I remember like looking into Fenrir, and he was still like a £15 card, which was like a bit more than I was really looking to pay for him. This Gate Guardian, Fire, Earth, and Dark. I would love that. They got reprinted in the new Megaton. Oh, okay. I saw that they're getting Tear Cash and Rise Heart reprints, but I didn't know if Fenrir and Unicorn were getting reprints. The really annoying thing is I actually had a copy of Rate Surf at one point, but I traded it away. I didn't think I was going to build cash. Whoops. That was a mistake. But yeah, Gate Guardian of Fire, Earth, and Dark would be great. Wait a second. I just realised something. The Gate Guardians are the opposite of Vanquish Soul. They're the exact opposite attributes. I said this before, I'll say it again. I really, really hope they do either another wave of support or a sister archetype of Vanquish Soul that is all focused around light, wind, and water. I don't even know what I'd want it to do, but there's two ways they could do this, right? Either it's like Vanquish Soul DLC, where it's just like, you know, different attributes, new characters, or Vanquish Soul would be like the only archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where this would be perfectly acceptable recolors. Vanquish Soul Raisin Alt, where it's just Raisin with a completely different color palette. That would be really funny. Come on, it'd be very funny. A Chimera/Illusion Gate Guardian. That will require me to read what the illusion cards do. But maybe. Vanquish Soul guest characters when... Honestly, yeah,
where do you
if
think
they were
you're
going to do
going?
a crossover, Vanquish Soul would be the archetype to do
Got
it
the
with.
final Shadow Stone. Wish me luck.
You won't need luck, Rat Boy. I'm coming with you.
But it's too dangerous.
So you three are going to need me to make sure you reach the Quinkan in one piece.
Why are all the women in this game built like Pixar ones?
No!
Don't bother arguing with us.
You guys are the best.
What was that exchange? It looked like Ty went in for a kiss, and then there was just a bonk sound, like they touched
Follow
noses?
me and keep them off my tail.
Good luck, Possum.
Awkward kiss. Yeah, I guess it was a kiss? I don't know. I'm quite bad at identifying that, because I can't do it myself, lacking lips. Makes me sad when I'm going on, like, art sites and seeing people with doing the, you know when people do the Your Character Here commissions where they've, like, drawn a base, you know? It always makes me sad because they always have, like, faces and I'm like, oh, I have no face.
Chazza! Come in! Are you guys alright? Shazza! Fluffy, Sly, do you read me?
I mean, they didn't even land that hard.
Yeah, we read you. What's going on out there?
Oh no! Quinkan! I'm coming back!
No, we can look after ourselves. You have to get to the Quinkan or we're all toast.
Yeah, don't worry about us, Ty. I'll look after your girlfriend and your sister.
No! There's too many of them!
I'm sorry, what?
Hang on! What's that?
What?
Get out of here!
Go get the Quinkan guy!
Yeah, we'll take out the Quinkan.
And save your friends for you.
So don't mess it up!
Okay, why did Fluffy specify Ty's girlfriend and his sister? Is this game Yuri baiting me in the 11th hour? Well, so I guess we just have permanent missiles now. I'm just gonna hold the fire button and the boost button, and I'm just gonna follow this to the end and see if everything just dies without me having to do anything. I smell shipping. Honestly, I don't know what they're doing anymore. I respect it, I'm just very confused. And the full armor double laser. Hey, this gunlip isn't just for show. Well, they gave us warp. I don't even think the warp does anything in this ship. Oh no, we've got downgraded. This feels significantly worse than what we were doing before. There we go, back to the overpowered missiles. I don't know why we couldn't have these earlier in the game. Dark Ruler and more pretty. Oh, yeah, it could have been Dark Ruler. Again, we're talking like 2 years ago now, so I don't remember exactly what. I just remember that it was negated by something, that's all I remember. Might have been Vader, actually. If Vader's in the pack, I'm not sure. Because I think it was on my turn that I was hit by it, so I guess Vader would make more sense. Oh, I see what's going on here. They gave us this as a band-aid. The homing missiles are a band-aid fix for the fact that they're making you shoot in a narrow hallway for some reason. Because this turning is, awful. But gnarly. Oh, okay. You know, if only this vehicle could ascend or descend. But unfortunately, you know, planes are incapable of ascending or descending. It's kind of famous, so... We can't get past this thing without freaking dying. What the heck? Turn around. Okay. And let's turn around. Wait, do I even need to kill this thing? Well, I'm doing it now because it's become personal. There we go. I actually don't even know if I need to kill that one. I could probably just ignored it. I'm going to take game on someone so it's not activated. Well, Vader isn't just activated effects, is it? Vader is just all effects, right? I think. It's been a while since I've read Vader, isn't it? No, I'm just going to keep going forward. I don't even think I have to kill this guy. I'm going to just bank on just going forward, and that'll be good enough. Because we're actually going to die here if I'm not careful. Oh no, we're downgrade again. Come on. There's the portal. I feel like they wanted their own version of the Death Star run. I feel like that's what that was meant to entail. Or meant to emulate.
What a creepy place.
Wait, how are you here? You were just shot down 5 seconds ago.
I have to go on alone. Only one person can use the Shadow Ring against the Quinkan.
Goodbye, Ty. Never thought I'd be sad to see you go.
See you, Fluffy. Thanks for your help.
Possum, be careful. I don't want to lose you again.
I'll be right, Shaz. I'll see you guys soon.
I guess we're at the finale, huh? So we got the Shadow Chassis. I mean... These kill them? No, they don't even scratch them. I guess the Shadow Stones are just cutscene stones? Okay. Well, we have explosions, and they served us well so far. Might as well keep doing what we were doing before. I'm not quite sure the Shadow Ring is necessarily that important, but we'll figure it out, I guess. I guess the plot demands it, so be it. Just for these guys, like, being like the only things to somehow take explosions to the face and shrug on. Quinkan Crab? Why is the Quinkan Crab only now appearing? We should have appeared hours ago. As Effect Vader, Ghost Ogre, Snow Rabbit, Scythe, Thunder King Card, Newport, Extra, Dark Ruler, Cool Buyer, Warning Point, Tick Boo, D-Barry, and Waking the Dragon. Honestly, like, yeah, some good stuff in that deck, honestly. But the Tick Boo was genuinely like the FTK against the Chimera Tech deck. Sorry, the Cyber Dark deck, rather. Genuinely, like, that deck cannot play through that. I think the only way you can do anything with that deck through Tick Boo is to set a monster, hope it survives, and then hope it doesn't get flipped so you can fuse that way. Actually, wait, no, I forget the spells I give you for the, Actually, I forget. I generally forget if the cyber spells, the fusion spells I give you, what's the word? Fuse from field or hand, I can't remember now. All I know is in the moment I definitely had no outs to it. Oh, well, I guess we're here now. We'll just teleport up here, I guess. The jank continues. His Ty's new pants are very good.
This is it, Quinkan! No one wants you in Southern Rivers!
Not everyone would agree with you, Ty. How do you think we came to your puny land? We were invited.
No!
I forgot he got possessed.
That doesn't make sense!
The one you call Boss Cass summoned us. He
so
thought he could control
he's the
us,
villain of the first two
but
games,
nothing
and he's
stands in
apparently
the
been
way
possessed.
of the Quinkan. He, like you all soon will be, became our unwilling slave.
Oh yeah? Well, we'll see about that!
Wait, so...
In order to defeat you, I've taken the form of the most powerful being on the planet.
Oh, did you get it? It's because it's us! He took the form of us! It's a symbolism or something. Okay, what do we do with you? We got the Shadow Shot, he doesn't seem to do anything. Okay. What's the gimmick here? You have an attack window? Can't buy it. Wait, do we have to melee you? Oh my god, we have to melee him. The game found a way to make the melee important even at the end of the game, somehow. Wait, okay, do we throw it to... No? Okay, my theory is we throw and then hit him afterwards. Glowing red, that me just... I don't know, I feel like that means bad. I have no idea what the assignment is here, I want to be entirely honest. Now he's yellow. We would explode him. This might be the worst boss they've put in. And that's saying so. This is already a franchise that is not exactly famous for its good bosses. Okay, phase 2, new boss. Different boss, please. What? Oh. Alright, dinosaur. I can deal with dinosaur. Do we explode dinosaur? Well, the boomerangs are coming in on the tail. Okay, we can boomerang the tail. I'm wondering if maybe there was a way we could have done damage to the first phase with the boomerangs and we just didn't figure it out. I feel like this was a downgrade for you though, sir. This is the guy who's like, yeah, I know I've already got like a great field, but what if I summon like 5 more times and put no negates up? I'm gonna be real, the phase 2 is an improvement. Like, at least in phase 2 I understand how I'm fighting, although I'm pretty sure this is like the exact same as the Nano Machines fight from Tide 2. Like, they had almost the exact same set of moves. In fact, I think the Nano Machine one may have been harder, because I think that one actually led its shots. Is that it? Did we win?
This is low, even for you.
Don't you dare hurt him!
Let me go!
How did Cass 1v3 those three?
Well, Ty, the time is up, young tiger. I've been waiting a long time for this.
Well done, slave Cass.
Not so fast! Nobody moves!
Okay, sure.
Once I've gotten rid of you and the Quinkan in one shot, I'll finally rule Southern Rivers. And who's going to stop me?
I do love Boss Cass. His voice acting just has so much fun with it, you can tell.
I have you at a slight disadvantage, but I'm a sporting man. I'll fire on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3!
Wait, wasn't your hand tied behind your back? Oh my god. Wait, did they just delete her? Get down, Mr. President! They just deleted her! What the fuck? I was not expecting this game to just kill a character off out of nowhere? What the hell? What? Guys, when did you get untied? I'm so confused. That's her tail! In the crater there, that was her tail! Wait, are they doing a fake out? Because I know that some lizards can, like, escape by shedding their tails. Scaly's in shambles. Hey folks, welcome. I think we just beat the game. Hope you're doing well though. We did, wow, that was a short one. That was significantly shorter in fact than Taiwan or 2, I would say. Right, it's Taiwan, we did 100% everything, so it felt a lot longer, but I'm pretty sure even in Tai 2, I'm just gonna skip the credits. Oh, okay. Well, I think we did everything, because, let's look at our save. Where is save? Wait, is there options? There's not a save. Save game. We only got 77%, so we missed about 23% of the collectibles, but I'm not too worried about it, frankly. I don't even know what... Actually, you know what? I'm just out of curiosity. If I go and just buy everything in the shops, because what else am I going to spend my money on at this point?
Ty!
I just buy out all the shops and see if that pushes our
I'm
completion
so
percentage up.
jealous.
Oh yeah, we can get camo and skins for the gun. Yeah, sure, we'll get some camo.
Wait, see you, Ty.
I just want to see how much emptying our bank account will get us completion percentage. Also, we got an achievement for completing all the bunyip upgrades, so that's something.
Hello, my little cub. I thought you'd like that one. Now you be careful with that.
I was kind of expecting that to run out of stock at some point.
You'll have fun with that. Oh, I had my eye on that one.
Come and see us again soon.
Also, was that skin a Sly skin? Is that what I saw there? Oh, that's actually pretty cool. That's actually pretty good. Oh, I can't even preview the rest of that, unfortunately. Oh, original tie, right, yeah, but there's like a sun/flower print? Not sure which. Alright, how much did that do for our completion percentage, just out of curiosity? Oops. 1%. Okay. Well, suffice to say, I'm not too worried about that extra 22%. I was casually breaking the market. I don't know if you were meant to... Okay, so you get these stones for your rangs. I don't know if there's a purpose to have that many of one stone. Also, we got the shadow stones. This never seemed to do anything. Like, this is just... I do not understand the purpose of this boomerang. Can't break that. This can. It explodes. But, like, the shadow rang doesn't seem to do anything. It's just worse than every other boomerang in the game? Question mark?
Mate.
I'm not sure if maybe there's, like... Well, actually, no, I was going to say maybe there's a side quest we can do, but I know for a fact there isn't, because when I completed the game, I got, like, 3 achievements that included complete every quest, so... I don't know. Overall, though, it's fine. Like, if you don't break this game, I say break the game, if you don't go ahead and put explosives in your boomerangs, this game becomes way worse, but like, once you do that, it becomes okay, it's tolerable. I would say, like, Tie 1 and 2 are both pretty decent, but this one's a safe skip, unless you are, like, really dying for more of the Tie. You can probably skip this one. But guys, I think we're going to wrap things up there. I know it's going to be a bit of a short one tonight, but, well, we finished the game, and there's not really much more to be doing in the game. At least nothing that I care about. I'm just curious what that portal is before we check out completely. Oh, it's the bus stop. Okay, never mind. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and wrap up there then, I guess, guys. I know it's been a little short one tonight, but hey, that's what it's like sometimes when we're wrapping up the game. So we'll go up to our chat screen, we'll see who's online we can raid into, and we'll call it there. So please keep your arms, legs, and other body parts clear of the closing doors, and I'll see you there in just a moment. Alright, everyone, so the question is, what's the next stream game? So, actually about that, I have some thoughts. So I will reveal what the next platform we're going to be doing is. However, although I'm going to be revealing the next platform we're going to be doing next, it may not be our next game. Because there's another game I want to try out. There is a mech building game that came out on Steam recently. And when I say mech building, it's actually a gunpla building game. It is a game about building model kits. And I've had my eye on it for a little while, so I do want to try that. And I'm thinking we might slot that into our Saturday slots. Something just a little bit of a palate cleanser. As far as our next platformer goes, though, I do know exactly what we're doing with that. We're going to be doing Klonoa. It's only a duology, it's only 2 games, but we are doing Klonoa, and we are doing 100% Klonoa. I love Klonoa. It is one of my favourite games of all time. And if you've never seen it before, well, I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I do, because I adore it. I'll say Megaton Musashi. I've looked at that game. I might give it a try. I'm not sure if it's my cup of tea. I am very, very picky when it comes to my particular flavour of mech games, I will say. Maybe though. But yeah, so next week we might do Klonoa, we might do some mech builder. We'll see. I've actually got a few games I picked up on the Steam sale kind of on a whim that I want to do at some point as well, but we'll see. Of course, guys, if you'd like to know what's going to be coming up, the best way to know is to go to the Discord. I always post my schedule there first. It does go on the Twitter, of course, as well, but it is the best way to know about it. And it's a major time commitment. Really? Well, that might be another one then, because we are doing FF7 on our RPG days at the moment, and that is definitely a bit of a project. I think we're on 3... I think next week will be our 4th stream, and I think we may still technically be on Disc 1. I think. I'm not actually sure where Disc 1 ends on FF7. It's been a very long time since I played it. So guys, for our raids tonight, we're going to raid into the one and only, the lovely Sane Cisco. They are doing Undertale pacifist routes, and it looks like they're getting to, the good bits, shall we just say. So, you know how it goes by now, guys. Perfectly normal made raid is our raid message. if you are subscribed, you've got the emote here on the end, of course. If you're not subscribed, you can always just put a smiley face, put a heart, whatever suits your mood. We'll be back again next week, guys, and next week we will, for sure, definitely be doing a viewer duel night, because obviously we had to cancel this week's one, so, yes. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed Tie tonight, despite a bit of a shorter stream. Give some love to Sane when we get there. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, everyone, and as always, it's been a pleasure to serve you all.